So the motion passes 6-3.
Breaking news overnight. After months of meetings back and forth, Austin school board leaders have voted, and 4 Austin schools will close. 3 of those schools are on the city's east side.
That prompted calls of racism from the district's very own chief equity officer. And starting next year, students from Sims are now going to be going to Norman Elementary. Kids from Metz will go to Sanchez. And students downtown at Pease are going to go to Zavala, but it's going to operate as a separate school within that building. And students from Brooke are going to go to either Go Valley or Linder, depending on which side of Lady Bird Lake they live on.
After that meeting, the board president and district superintendent did talk with us. We had a lot of questions. Candy Rodriguez is live with their reasons, Candy, to close 4 of those schools, and also reaction from parents. Good morning.
John and Sally, good morning. This morning we're at Brooke Elementary, and as John mentioned, this school will be impacted a little differently than the other 3 schools that closed, and that's because kiddos here will be divided up. Some will go to Go Valley, others will go to Linder Elementaries. Superintendent Dr. Cruz says this
Address potential overcrowding concerns. We've been bringing them speakers.
Tonight we've just seen a lot of passion, commitment, and love for our schools, and that's exactly what we want to see. It's always been about access and opportunity for our students, making sure that we are serving our students in the best ways.
89 parents spoke at last night's board meeting. Every single one of them spoke out against the closures. Brooke Elementary parent Jessica Wilson was one of those parents, and she joins us live this morning. Jessica, thank you so much for waking up early with us. I know it was a late night for you. How are you feeling? Did you get much sleep? I know you were telling me it's been a tough night.
It's been a tough start to the school year. It's been a tough 2 months, so didn't get sleep last night. We were at the board meeting. I have 2 sick kiddos, got them to sleep, and then we're up here to talk some more.
And so for you now, knowing that Brooke is going to be closed, you're going to have to figure out what's next for your kiddos. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Well, Dr. Cruz says that change is hard, and I think people think that we went to all of these meetings and did all of this input because we're afraid of personal change, but we took time away from our families because we were fighting and will continue to work for all of our kids. The amount of time that parents put in to providing feedback to the district, to correcting the narrative, to correcting data that wasn't accurate is immense, and we lost precious, precious things. My husband had to translate what my baby was babbling to me the other day because I've spent so much time doing this that I couldn't understand my baby's babbles.
And so for you, knowing now that not just your kiddos, but the teachers here, obviously the district has said to us that those in good standing have a place in the district, but what are your thoughts on that?
I was getting texts from teachers at 3 a.m. last night saying thank you for fighting, thank you for believing, thank you for seeing us. All of the teachers at these schools are so strong. After back to school night, which is when this news dropped, they greeted our kids with hugs, with smiles. They are the strongest people I know, and I will be at future board meetings elevating up all of these teachers who are in good standing, as well as our faculty, who are our principals, our custodians, people in our cafeteria. They deserve so much more than this.
Thank you so much, Jessica, for waking up early with us this morning. Now, these closures and consolidations will save the district. They expect around $4 million. They tell us that these facilities could be turned into potential affordable housing or child care centers. Those are just some of the options. Now, as far as the chief equity officer's charge that this entire closure plan is racist, we plan to ask the district about that and why they elected not to listen to her and postpone this decision. Back to you.
Yeah, that is a claim that we want to talk about, Candy. There are still 8 other schools, though. Here's the thing, that could ultimately close. It's not over.
Yeah, Dawson, Jocelyn, Maplewood, Palm, Pecan Springs, and Ridgetop Elementaries, as well as Webb Middle School and Bertha Sadler Means Young Women's Leadership Academy. AISD leaders say that they're going to be talking about the closing of those schools as early as January, but there would be another round of meetings like they had with this, and leaders could present the board with another round of closures to consider.
We're going to talk to Candy again in the next few minutes for some more coverage of that breaking news as we take a